Okay, well, we're not gonna make big tire for dig or die. It's Friday. It's daylight. It's like 9:30 in the morning. We were up here till, actually we haven't left last night. We were up till about 5 in the morning, and we got the car ready for some backside action. I'm gonna kill this fan. Okay, and here's what we got. We got our Texas Speed 427 Mueller cylinder heads, Bronx BR7s. Sorry, I got a 2-hour nap on the office chair. Just got it this morning. So, but yeah, we got the LS in it, so it's doing all right. It's doing okay. I didn't turn on my camera earlier, but here's where we're at right this second. We'll take off a couple poopy runs here. Okay. All right, so on motor, naturally aspirated, we made 440 wheel horsepower. And then on, let's see how much cylinder, this was 4 pounds, but my traction control was on. I forgot that it was going to come on when I activated the system. So this was most of the timing out of the motor with 4 pounds, and then same thing with like 6 pounds. And then I put the timing back to where I wanted it, and it made 850 on just 6.5 pounds. 6.5 pounds, 24 degrees timing, 850. That's a lot of gain over naturally aspirated. Huge gain. You know, and you can really tell the power curve difference too. So I mean, it peaks way earlier on motor. I mean, 5700 versus on boost 6400. And really, it's still going. So I wussed out and let out of it early. So let's see, what else I want to talk about. I think that's about it. We got our 10 Soldier low prep brackets in the car right now. Plotted a new 4-link for that. Reorganized the trailer. Yeah, I spent a lot of time last night just finishing up details on the motor. So we didn't get cylinder heads yesterday until 10 a.m. We still had a busy work day to get through, and then we spent the rest of the evening and early morning working on this, getting it running, put a cooling system on it, just to keep it nice and happy with race gas. So since it does warm up fast, I mean, it's still, I mean, that, as long as the pump is working, which I got this Davies Craig pump on it, and I feel like it comes and goes. It's because out of nowhere this thing will like temperature spike and will not come down at all. So I don't know if the pump's good or bad. Yeah, so everything's going pretty good so far. I'm letting the bottles refill right this second off the trailer. So we got like a 100-foot line running all the way out to our trailer right now. Well, I mean, it's multiple lines that I can connect. So that way we can have an unlimited supply of air. So I made these runs earlier. So we made 3 boost runs off of the tanks in the car only being about half full. So they were due for a fill. So I'm gonna jump back in here and make some more pulls, and I'll take you guys along for the ride. All right, so right now I'm dialing in our boost control, and kind of just staying around 6 psi manifold pressure is the hope. So I'm going to open up both lock-off valves on this one. I know I missed it on the videos. Gotta forget me sleep right now. We've just been running off one half of the system so far, making about 5 to 6 psi, kind of dialing in our dope control strategy here. And we're staying right around that 800 horsepower. So this right here, I'm going to open up the second one and try to see if we stay around that same point. and the car made 1,435 horsepower. Sometimes there's going to be little accidents. That was 26 pounds of boost. 16 degrees of temperature. I pre-planned in case something like that happened. Pull out good jump time. And I was pretty close to their fuel. So we're on race gas now. We're running a Renegade 120. And at that boost level, I was targeting 12 feet. And we had 11. So right down now, I can pull a little fuel out right now. Ha! 12 pounds manifold pressure this time on just one side. And see how it goes. Looks like we maybe got a flow on one lock-off box. So we're going to have to get both open to make the power block. Alright, I'm going to get the motor cooled down so I think my biggest brake pumps died. So this motor's at like 175, so they're like 150. And all of a sudden. So every time it does this, I got to clean off the air. I do want to have the cap off the rear. That pump is churning the water pretty hard, so I feel like it introduces air into its own system, and then it all catches around the pump itself eventually, and then air locks itself out for being able to get okay, I see where I may have made a mistake. So I changed my ejector activator to where normally it was fed air from our airline going up to the motor. And now it's fed off of the CO2 bottle and actually mounted the cylinder to the ejector so that it reacts very, very quickly. And apparently, when I switched what side of the system I was running, I didn't have that as a qualifying condition in order to turn on the ejector. So up until the 1400 horsepower marks, like these 7s to 800s, I was doing with the bypass valve, looks like full open on the motor, and it was still making about 5-6 pounds of boost and making these numbers. But we were starting to get like some inconsistent. Like I tried to flow more, and we were getting less manifold pressure. So you can see why. And then when I activated the other stage, it closed the ejector. We had a large overspike. Luckily, with this motor's got top fuel loops and everything in it. Channel's like a channel. Yeah. So back to my ejector, how I ended up setting this up. So that's what this is. So this is the ejector, and it closes off outside air, and that shuts. And now we've got CO2 pressure ran all the way up to here, and then the cylinder's mounted right here. And electricity travels faster than air does, So it just, boom, gets them right in there. So now I can precisely adjust our delay of time to get that sucker closed. So that is how I am trying to speed this thing up, getting my system even faster. All right, we'll get back in the car in just a moment. All right, after that quick brief intermission, figured out a lot of the reason why it was getting warm. The Amazon Ching Chong fan died. It did. Luckily I got another one that's got years of trusty service on it. So Eric's mounting that up right now. And we are going to get back to Bluetooth the car. First it takes the controller. 955 foot-pounds of torque, 890 horsepower. We're looking to see what the manifold is. So with that ejector not being closed, we are probably losing air down low, pressurization down low, and now it's back. So that should help out. Oh, did the wire come off? Okay. All right, we're gonna do some more repairs. Hi.
Hi.
How you doing?
Sick.
I'm sorry, babe. I'm sorry. But one more day we get to be together for a little bit.
No, we're not. I have to go get Noah. I'm dropping off brownies, downloading footage, and
Not gonna lie, I've been on the struggle bus. We've had so many little things going bad that's been on the car for a long time, and just little itty bitty issues. So
not no mo.
we got a new one now.
Perfect.
So working my way through it.
Big brownies in my lap.
Did you? Nice. On the plus side, all the new stuff I installed is working great. Motor's working great. CAS is working great. But now I think I got a Holly back valve problem. So on that note, I'm gonna go play around on the dyno for a while longer. The main is to take the footage, and I got a plan B. Just a little bit harder to control that way, but I can do it. So we're gonna wrap up this one kind of short and sweet and a little sporadic and wow, a little scatterbrained.
We're always scattered brain. I just make it look like we're not because of my great editing.
Oh, all right, guys. Well, we are going to be on the road tonight at some point, or this afternoon.
I thought your goal was an hour.
Well, that was before we had a couple more issues. So, all right. Well, adios. Racing footage coming up next.